So good morning all of you. This is a subject that is research and methodology, M.Pharm Pharmaceutical third semester. Topic is regression analysis. Now content I am going to share is history, introduction, what are the assumptions, importance, types of regression, method of calculating regression, use of regression and the references. First we will talk about the history. So the earliest form of regression was the method of least square, which was published by Legendre in 1805 and also by the scientist Gauss, that is in 1809. And the term regression was used first by the British biometric Sir Francis Gallatin in the 1822 and 1911 to describe the biological phenomena. Sir Gallatin work on the inherited characteristics of sweet peas lead to initial conception of linear regression. Now introduction. So regression is basically a statistical technique for investigating and modeling the relationship between the variables. If I talk about the application of regression, it is numerous, occur in every field like engineering, physical, social and biological sciences. Also, the investigators seek to ascertain the causal effect of one variable upon another and the effect of price increase upon the demand. For example, the effect of changes in the money supply upon the inflation rate. Now we will talk about the definition of the regression analysis. So basically the dictionary meaning of word regression is stepping back or going back. So regression is the measure of average relationship between two or more variables in terms of original unit of data. And it is also a attempt to establish the nature of relationship between the variable, that is to study the functional relationship between variable and thereby provide mechanism of prediction. So as we know, the statistical technique of estimating the unknown variable of one variable, that is the dependent variable, from the known variable, that is the unknown variable, that is independent variable, is known as the regression analysis. If I talk about its regression technique, so basically it is used to estimate the relationship that exists on the average between dependent and the explanatory variable. It also determines the effect of each of explanatory variable on dependent variable, controlling the effect of all explanatory variable, and also predict the values of dependent variable for a given values of explanatory variable. Now we will talk about some of the assumptions. So there are basically 9 assumptions. That first is the linear functional form, next is the fixed dependent variable, next comes the independent observation, next is the representation same and proper specification of the model. In this there is no omission of the variables. Next is the normality of residual or the errors, and next is the equality of variance of the error in this homogeneity of the residual variance, and no multicollinearity, no autocorrelation of the error, and no outlier distortion are the assumptions. Now we will talk about one example, that is the effect of price increase upon demand. For example, the effect of change in the money supply upon the inflation rate. So as the demand increases, price also increases and the inflation rate is also increases. So these factors which are associated with the variance in earning across individual are like occupation, age, experience, educational attainment, motivation and the ability. So these are the regression analysis which are termed as simple regression. Now more we know about independent and the dependent variable. So dependent variable are like price, sale, what is the yield, what is the number of student, earning, weight and production. If I talk about the independent variable, it is like the quantity, advertisement, fertilizer, infrastructure, education, height and the employment. So importance, now comes the importance. So first important is to provide the estimate value of independent variable from a value of independent variable. It can be extended to two or more variable known as the multiple regression. Also we can find the relationship between the two or more variables. Now we know about the regression lines. So regression line is a line that best describes the linear relationship between the two variables. Also it can be expressed as y is equals to a plus bx, where the regression equation of x on y is given as x is equals to a plus by, whereas regression equation of y on x is given as y is equals to a plus by. And these are the graph which is showing the positive correlation and the negative correlation. Also there were some more graphs like high positive correlation and the low positive correlation. The graphs were seen on the screen and the no correlation is shown also in the figure, and where in the no correlation r is equals to 0, that is the correlation coefficient is always 0. Now we will talk about the linear regression types. So basically, regression analysis is the mathematical measure of average relationship between two or more variables in the terms of the original unit of data. So there were two types. First is the simple regression and second is the multiple regression. If I talk about simple regression, here two variables at a time, and in the multiple regression more than two variables at a time works. So if I talk about the linear regression, if the regression curve is a straight line, then there is a linear regression between the variable. And if I talk about the non-linear regression, so if the regression curve is not a straight line, then there is non-linear regression between the variable. Now method of calculating the regression. So first is the through the normal equation and second comes the through the regression equation. Here two parts are there: deviation method from the arithmetic mean and deviation from the assumed mean. Now through the normal equation, that is first is the least square method. So the regression equation of x on y is given as x is equals to a plus by, where x is the dependent variable and y is the independent variable. Now the regression equation of y on x is given as y is equals to a plus bx, where y is the dependent variable and x is the independent variable. So these values of a and b in the above equation are found by the method of least square, and the values of a and b are found with the help of the normal equation, that is given as summation x is equals to na plus b summation y, and summation xy is equals to a summation y plus b summation y square, and also summation y is equals to na plus b summation x. Here summation xy is equals to a summation x plus b summation y x square. Now we have taken example like x variables, we have taken these values, and for the y we have taken these values. For the solution we have taken x, there are the 5 values we have taken, and we can calculate the summation x, that is 24. And for the y we have taken the values and summation y is equals to 29. Now we can go for the xy, that is multiplying x and the y, we will get this like 3 into 6 18 we get. So for the same we have sum up all the values of xy and we get the summation xy is equals to 168. Now what we have done for the x square, we have sum up all the values and we get summation x square is equals to 142, and for the y square we have sum up all the values and get the summation y square is equals to 207. Now we will put the value in the equation, that is summation y is equals to na plus b summation x, and summation xy is equals to a summation x plus b summation x square. So substituting the values from the table we get the first equation and the second equation. So multiplying the first equation by the 12 and second equation by the 5, so we will get the a, that is 60a and 60a same, and after solving the third and the fourth equation we can get the a value is equals to 0.66 and b is equals to 1.07. So by putting the value of a and b in the regression equation of y on axis, we can get y is equals to 0.66 plus 1.07x. Now to find the regression equation of x on y, the normal equations are taken like summation x is equals to na plus b summation y, and summation xy is equals to a summation y plus b summation y square. Now we can substitute the values and get the equation 1 and the 2. For more simplifying, we can multiply the equation first by 29 and equation second by the 5. We can get the values of a is equals to 0.49 and b is equals to 0.74. So also substituting the values of a and b in the regression equation x and y, we can get x is equals to 0.49 plus 0.74y. And now comes the next method, that is the deviation from the arithmetic mean method. So the calculation of least square method are quite difficult. So when the values of x and y are large, we can use this method, that is the arithmetic mean method. So for this we have taken regression equation of x and y, that is x is equals to x bar is equals to b xy y minus y bar. For the regression equation of y on x, we can get y is equals to y minus y bar is equals to b yx x minus x bar. Here bxy and byx is the regression coefficient, and how we can calculate this bxy is equals to summation xy upon summation y square. For the byx is equals to summation xy upon summation x square. Now another example we have taken the x values and the y values. For x we can sum up all the values, get the summation x. For the y, same summation y we can get. For the x, that is x minus x bar, we can get all the values, and after that we getting all the values, we can do summation x is equals to 0. Also same we will do as for y minus y bar, and we can get the summation y is equals to 0. Now we can calculate the x square values. So after calculating all the values, we can sum up all the values and get the summation x square, and same for the summation y square. After calculating all the values, we can do the x and y multiply and get all the values, and summation x y is equals to 28.8 we can get. Now what we can do, we can regression equation of x and y. So we can put all the values into this equation, that is x minus x bar is equals to bxy y minus y bar. After putting all the values, we get the equation number 1, that is x is equals to 0.49 plus 0.74y. And for the same regression equation of y on x is given as y minus y bar is equals to byx x minus x bar. For after putting all the values, we can get y is equals to 0.66 plus 1.07x, that is the second equation. So it would be observed that the regression equations are same as those obtained by the direct method. Now we do the method assumed mean method, that is the deviation from the assumed mean method. In this, when the actual mean of x and y variables are in same fraction, then the calculation can be simplified by taking the deviation from the assumed mean. So the regression equation of x on y is equals to x minus x bar bxy y minus y bar. For the regression equation of y on x, we get y minus y bar is equals to byx x minus x bar. So here we can calculate the bxy and the byx. So formula is bxy is equals to n summation dx dy minus summation dx summation dy upon n summation dy square minus summation dy का whole square. For the same, byx is equals to n summation dx dy minus summation dx dy, and upon n summation dx का square minus summation dx का whole square. Now we have taken an example here. So here we have x values and find summation x. For the y values, same we have done the summation y, that is 29 we get. So now we can calculate the dx is equals to x minus 7. So after calculating all the values, we can get the summation dx value, and also we can find out the dx ka whole square, that is after calculating all the values, we can find the dx ka whole square, that is 51. And after that we can find the deviation from assumed mean, that is 6 dy minus y minus 6. After putting all the values, we also get summation dy is equals to minus 1. For same summation d square y we can get, and after that we can find out the dx and the dy value, that is summation dx and dy is equals to 31. After this we can get x bar and the y bar. Also the regression coefficient of x on y is calculated using the formula, and we get b by x is equals to 0.74. And same for the regression equation of x on y, we can get the value of b by x is equals to 1.07. So the regression equation of y on x, we can get the y equation value. So whatever method we are using, like arithmetic mean method, assumed mean method, or the least square method, we are getting the observation same values. It is just like which method is more simple to do the equation for our betterment. Now comes the uses of regression analysis. So regression analysis is help in establishing the functional relationship between two or more variables. Also, since most of the problems of economic analysis are based on cause and effect relationship, so regression analysis is highly valuable tool in economic and the business research. Also, it predicts the value of dependent variable from the values of independent values, and also we can calculate the coefficient of correlation and the coefficient of determination with the help of the regression coefficient. And these are my references, and thank you everyone for watching this video.